Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Industrial Faith. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Factorio 4X, your 15-minute Factorio fix. This is Season 2, Episode 20. We are continuing to get the materials together to build the rocket silo. So we can go ahead and get things rolling to finish the game. And here we go again. We're building concrete because, well, that's what we need. And concrete requires bricks, stone bricks, and iron ore. And I didn't connect the water up. Oh, there we go. On the bottom too. Didn't connect the water, so that's not going to help. There we go. And so this is actually pretty easy to make. And I'm just going to have it go into a steel chest. And we're just going to fill it up. We need 1,000, which sounds like a lot, but concrete is built so quickly. It's not even funny. And if you look at, we are cranking away. So I think at this point I realize I'm going to have to actually expand power. Not with solar, but with... oh, and here we go. This is where I look at it and go, oh god, I need the engines, don't I? Again, it's an easy build. It's an easy to put together build. And I'm just going to move the power poles. One of the things, I need to standardize a bus design so that where do we run power poles? So there's not always this spider's web of stuff here. Now, I don't need that much green circuitry. This is all I need right here. Bang. And I'm just going to run it down. And yeah, so all I need is lubrication and green circuits and engines, and we're good to go. Now I've got I have all those engines in my inventory, but what you can do is I'm going to put them actually on what am I going to do with them? Oh, I'm actually going to put them in the, what do you call it? I'm going to put it in, I'm actually going to put them in the red engine assemblers because you can. And so that way you don't need to put them in a storage chest, have them feed to a belt, whatever. So here again, what am I doing up there? Oh, that's where I'm going to build all the parts. So there's 100 iron, or 100 pipes. It's 100 pipes, it's 1,000 steel, 1,000 concrete, 100 engines. And here I'm taking there's 1,000 concrete. Steel will be easy to grab. 200 blue circuits. And these I can just pull these out here because we're not building ultralight materials yet. I have a backlog of steel, which is great. So I'll throw the steel in there. And the last thing I'm going to be waiting on is the engines. And that one is going to take, well, it's going to take a while. So, now there's going to be a little quick weird jump cut in here, and that's not because it crashed, it's because I saved, because I forgot to set my timer, so I wasn't sure how long this was. And all I do is I stop the recording, look in my file manager to see how big how long the recording is, and go from there. So there we go. Nice little jump cut. So this is where I'm going to start building the blue productivity circuits. Not productivity circuits, the blue modules. And then I can just fit right there there's my, what do you call them? That's where I'm going to build the televisions. Because they look like televisions. I'm sorry, they do. I don't care. I'm building televisions. You can't tell me different. Totally, look, they're big screen televisions. And I love the look of them. They make me laugh so much. Because they're big screen televisions. Now, here's the thing. If I put in enough productivity modules, or enough speed modules, by putting in 2 speed modules, I've effectively, if I've done my math correctly, I've effectively doubled the throughput. So those three assemblers are working as fast as 6 assemblers. which is what I want. Let's just get rid of some trees. We don't need those stinky trees here. We don't need no stinking trees. And there we go, playing with the shadow build again. Yeah. So we are building 2 pieces of what we need. Now I need to put speed modules in those guys in the TV controllers right there, which is fun. So I put the speed module 2s in there. And again, now it's technically building as fast as 6. So technically I have 6 TV controllers, 6 TV builders, 6 rocket fuel, and now I need to build ultralight materials. And this is easy. It's copper and plastic and steel. And so I'm going to piggyback off the copper here because that's going to be plenty needed for all this stuff. And then steel, I'm looking at this and oh, this is going to be a nightmare to get out. It's again one of the fun little puzzles of Factorio. So we're going to go ahead and pull the steel in a very very serpentine manner out of here. And it works. I mean, you know, underground belts, godsends. Oof. And again, I'm going to use my narrow build here. And we don't need a lot of these. 6 is going to be plenty. And I think we have enough steel production to do this. And do I build a 6th? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I built a 6th. No, there's 5. Come on, I know I built a 6th. Yeah, I built a... No. 5. Why am I only building 5? Ah, because I haven't figured out that I have 6 of everything else. This is going to be the slowest part of everything. The ultralight materials. I don't know, ultralight materials have always built the slowest in my recollection. And I'm looking at plastic, I'm like, oh, but plastic is fast. And so I'm going to build a second plastic. And it's so easy to build these guys. I mean, plastic is just done. Nothing special, nothing hard. Bang. Done. Coal. And I'm going to output it here to give it a balance. And we are just... Look at that stuff crank away. There we go. We have our 100 engines. I'm going to go ahead and put all those in there. And now I'm going to empty everything out because I've got to put all this stuff in my inventory. And so here we go. And I just pick up the chest. And it cranks. It's a 30-second build, I think. That's when I realized I don't have power for the inserters. Or I don't have a nice set power for the inserters. And I didn't build enough territory. And I'm trying to make it look nice, and I just can't find it. It has a little weird soul patch beard at the bottom. There we go. Bang. And there we go. And you don't need speed modules on this because each percentage builds so quickly. There's no need. So here I'm gonna, yeah, there we go, 6, because I think I've noticed here that I have 6 of everything. So, and I'm out of stuff. There we go. There's our input, there's our output. Okay, we have 6 now. Okay, so everything is where it needs to be. However, it's not going to be fast enough. Again, I have no idea what's up with ultralight materials, or if the last 2 times I've built it last, so that might be the case. Maybe sometime, now I know what it's supposed to be, so maybe at some point I'll start getting the assembly ready to go for that. So there we go. I need more power. I just don't have the power. I'm not going to make it through the night with the power I have. So, and here I'm trying to figure out where am I going to run another power line. I'm looking at steel, or looking at that. So picking up all the iron because I got rid of my stash chest, so I don't have. Now I'm turning it off. I'm turning these off because I'm like, I've got so much. And then I think I realized, wait a minute, I need these on actually because I need 1,000 rocket fuel, and I'm not there. So besides, you know, whatever. So I have extra rocket fuel. Who cares? We are attempting to overbuild. And now I'm just building stuff. I'm building personal laser turrets. Now you cannot walk into a biter base with a bunch of personal laser turrets and expect to live. It doesn't work that way. So I'm expanding the I'm going to be expanding my power here. And I look here and I notice I can't, the lubricant is in the way, so that's the way it goes. Now the water pump, can I fit 14 in here? The answer is barely. See, there's the final part, so I'm trying to figure out, there we go. Now if I need to, I can probably fit another run in here. I actually should have put that to the south, but whatever. So here we go. And this is actually a lot of power. So, and now I'm just sort of, am I going to need train signals? What do I need? Again, I'm considering expanding. I'm not going to need to. I have all the resources I need to build. So, again. And now I have to, I'm going to expand. I love these, so good for clearing trees. And you don't have to blow anything up. You get the wood, which is perfectly usable. I love it. So again, here we go. It barely fits. And if I expand power again, which I might, look at this terrible power. It's just so funny. So there we go. Everything's building, cranking along nicely. Blue circuits are fine because we're, there we go, balancing out the steel. And I believe I'm going to do that up here as well. Put a little balancer up here. A little ghetto balancer. So we're looking here. Everything's good. Again, I'm eyeballing the iron. I'm like, do I need to build? But at the same time, if I start building trains, it's actually going to scavenge my It's going to scavenge my, what do you call it? It's going to scavenge my steel output. Because everything you build for trains uses steel, except the engines. So, there's that. Plenty of power, plenty of power. So, I think every power run, every 10 steam engines can build you 15. What do you call it? It's 5 megawatts. So here again, I'm looking. I'm like, there we go. Balancer, go. There we go. Now we can. Now the steel's really pouring out. And I put in blue. Do I use a insert blue exserters? So again, I'm looking at these, just seeing how much I have in there. I got plenty of steel backlog. We're building things nicely. And by nicely, I mean nice and slow. So we're producing 12 of everything a minute, essentially. All the builds are 30 seconds. We have 6 of them. So if you go, that's 6 a minute, 6 every 30 seconds, 12 a minute. So it's going to take about 100 minutes to get the rocket built. And here's my lasers. I don't know why they're red, except to differentiate between, maybe it's an offensive unit. I don't know. I'm just putting them in there because it's like, who knows? They could be fun. Again, I'm not going to be able to attack a base with them. It's more like a sort of a get off me kind of thing going. So, and I'm wondering if I can fit more exoskeletons in there. Because, you know, running faster is always good. So. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're wrapping this up here. Thank you for joining me for the latest episode of Factorio 4X, your 15-minute Factorio fix. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Have a good night, and bye-bye.